I'm going to take you through the logic of this sugya. I'm not going to touch on every detail, but I want you to be able to follow the core logic. So, Tashma introduces a Braita. The Braita is our Tosefta, with slight language differences, and one significant difference. You should make sure you notice the significant difference. The Tosefta started with, they saw someone sheharag et nefesh. This version says, rodef shehu haya rodef achar chavero l'horgo. It has imported the Mishnah's language, both as a simple influence thing. We are studying this Braita now in the context of that Mishnah, and so we are going to use the Mishnah's terminology. And also, it is a helpful clarification. Sheharagat nefesh was confusing. Sounds like he already killed him. Here it makes clear that we're warning him before he's done the act. Okay. Now, Tashma means that this Braita is being presented as a response to, and in this case, in conflict with, something from earlier in the sugya. What is the antecedent? Well, this Braita is about HatraaC. It is clearly responding to the previous statement about HatraaC. We said that we inferred that Rav Huna believes Rodef eino tzarich HatraaC. This Braita describes giving a Rodef HatraaC. We don't need any of the details, just that simple fact. Rav Huna thinks Rodef eino tzarich HatraaC, but how can he say that when a Braita, which is Tanaitic, which carries greater authority, describes giving HatraaC to a Rodef? We now have, so keep in mind that what the conflict is. How can Rav Huna say this when a Braita seems to say the opposite? There are then two resolutions. Number one, lo tzricha. It is only needed for a specific scenario. It only applies to a specific case. Which case? Dekai, betray, ivre, denara. Where they're standing on two sides of a river. Delomatzi atzule, where he cannot save him. So, the witness is on the opposite side of the river from the aggressor and victim. He therefore cannot save the victim, but, and this is the importance of this specific case, he can see what is happening and speak to them. Ma'ika. Mayesh. So what? Deba'e ituye levedina. He would then want to bring him to the Beit Din. If I can't stop him from the act, at the very least, I want to be able to bring him to court and hold him to account. Beidina ba'ai HatraaC. And a Beit Din requires HatraaC. A Beit Din does not give HatraaC. What we saw in the Tosefta was that a Beit Din must be sure that HatraaC has been properly given and received in order to impose the death penalty. So, if I can't stop you, the only thing I'm going to be able to do is to bring you to Beit Din. Well, I know that the Beit Din will only convict you if there has been HatraaC. In that case and only that case, I give HatraaC. So, which is the source that is being limited, okimtad? It is the Tosefta. The description of HatraaC. I would only give such a HatraaC in a scenario where I cannot intervene to save the victim. In all other cases, the main or default rule is that where I can, I do intervene without regard for HatraaC. So, the resolution is the Tosefta giving HatraaC applies only to cases where I can't intervene, and all others, Rav Huna's rule is the rule. Answer number 2. Ibayit ema, another possibility. Again, Ibayit ema is telling us that the Gemara is offering 2 possible resolutions, is not telling us which one is correct. Marlach Rav Huna. Rav Huna could say to you, Ana de Amrika Kitana de Machteret. I am saying like the Tana de Machteret. My view is based on the Tana from the Machteret Breita, who said, Machtarto zohi HatraaC. A statement that we already know well. So he's saying, yes, you're right. The Tosefta does say, give a HatraaC to Rodef. But that's okay because there's another Breita, another Tana, who says that you do not give HatraaC to Rodef. And I'm based on that other Breita. So there are Tanaim on both sides of this issue, and therefore I am permitted to take the no HatraaC side. In this reading, the conflict is not resolved. It is simply shown to be admissible. Yes, they do conflict, but that is okay because this is in fact a point where there was a disagreement among the Tanaim. If it is among the Tanaim, the Gemara does not need to resolve it. It is only concerned if an Amora is rejecting a Tanaitic rule. So, the 2 competing resolutions. 1, get rid of the conflict through Okimta. One source applies to this subset of cases, the other source applies to all other cases, and they do not conflict. Secondly, affirm the conflict, but also the admissibility, the validity of the conflict. They are both Tanaitic, and therefore it's okay. Now the last thing, Rav Huna says, maybe Rav Huna could say, my view matches that of the statement Machtarto zohi HatraaC. How does it match it? Well, Machtarto zohi HatraaC, his tunneling is his warning. What that means is, by tunneling, he has indicated his intentions and therefore given up his right to a warning. Now remember that what Rashi says is, by tunneling, he has crossed into the category of Rodef. Rodef is someone whose violent intentions are clear. And once he crosses over into the category of Rodef, he no longer needs to be warned. Now, if you read it essentially that way, Machtarto zohi HatraaC is simply a special case of a broader rule. Anyone in the category of Rodef does not need to be given a HatraaC before they are stopped by whatever means necessary. And in reading it that way, this Breita is simply a special case of the view attributed to Rav Huna.